Well, crap. Tool's dead. And I hope it's not for good. Like, I hope he's not dead. I hope he's dead in the way that, like, Whiskey Jack and Talk and them. Um, you would think, now where does he go? Right? Because isn't it something with the Talani mass that they're kind of like forsaken? They don't get to go on in the same way that some of these others do. Is he going to go to Hood's realm? Is he just out of the story? That would suck if he's just dead now. Especially after I was like thinking, oh, this is a first sword. I forgot how awesome he is. And he even says, "Have you ever seen me fight?" And I thought, "Oh, yeah. He can hold his own." And then he kills himself to, I guess, to protect some of those there and whatever. But what's going to happen to his family now? And they really tore him the heck apart. I love Tool. Man, he was like my favorite coming out of the third book. So I guess we'll see if he shows up in the end. You would hope, at least. Hope things are going to be good with Heaton. Man, there were a lot of Barghast names and like a ton of names that, to be honest, there's a handful of names where I read them and like I have almost no clue who the people are. So um, there's just so many things to juggle, and that is, I get it, but it is a negative to me because I enjoy it less when I can't hold on to everything. So it'll make the reread fun, but man, it's like overload when we just keep adding and adding and adding. Um, but whatever. Uh, we just got to Carcanis, the city, and I don't know if this is Carcanis like going in time to like when it's originally hopping, or if it is way after, just in the regular timeline and like no one's there, it's just ruins. But this is awesome. I'm excited to be here in Carcanis, and I know there's the Carcanis series. I don't know if that's Stephen Erickson or Ian C. Esselmont, but excited to get to that because that's one of the things that I really want to know more about. As long as it's not like overload with a billion characters again, because it really does get a little bit frustrating and a little tedious doing that. But I'm kind of interested in where we are so far. I mean, it's still not my favorite of the Malazan books. It's by far my least favorite so far, but at least there are some things that are interesting enough to keep it going, and the promise of that last book, which should be good. Or I guess that we're already in the last book, technically, in the way that people view it, or whatever. Um, so we're halfway now, halfway through the second last book. No idea where things are going, but now we have this group that killed um, Tool, and I don't like that. We have, it seems like it seems like the Bone Hunters are ready to roll out ish. Uh, Kilmandaros just put on some sweet armor again, and she's off to do who knows what. It seems to be implied that kind of like one of those characters in Magic the Gathering that you don't control, you just kind of release and hope they punch the right people. She seems like that type of character. Don't know where that's gonna go. And Ublala just got a sweet mace, where it said something like it will know how to use him, and like it's like a first uh, a warrior from the first empire, or something, the first era or whatever. So that's cool. Now, when I say this is my least favorite so far, I mean I still am enjoying being in Malazan, but I'm just not totally hooked with any of the story points really so far, like I was immediately in. Um, Really, all the books have had something more that I've been more interested in by this point. But sub book two did pick it up for me a little bit. Um, Over sub book one, except for the deck reading was like freaking awesome in sub book one. Uh, what else do we got going on with this? Man, I can't believe we'll be. I assume I'll be at the 3/4 mark maybe by this weekend. Again, like we're just ripping along. So uh, I guess I'll have more to say soon. But I want to know what this battle against the old gods and the new gods, or whatever. I want to know how that's going to play out. And hopefully in the last book we don't add like 300 more characters, or you know whatever. Like I thought we would be adding this many characters up to like the 6th book or 7th book, but I didn't think in the 9th book we would still be adding all these characters. You would think that by now we would kind of know who we know, but whatever. It just confuses me, and that is a negative for me, but you just deal with it. It's his own art, but I still think it's pretty cool. So anyway, rambling now. All right, talk to you soon, and I'm not happy that Tool's dead. Just reiterate that.